Let's not take away from this victory from Lee Holdsworth, who has now 7 or 8 turns left to know what it's like to be a winner in the V8 Supercar Championship. He's 24 years of age, and a despondent Cameron McConville sums up the feelings of many. And not just many out there, but many of the experienced drivers. In his 27th championship start, Holdsworth is not only about to get his first race win, but also his first ever round win in the V8 Supercars. The strategy worked brilliantly, and the drive was there to match, because this is one for the young guns. Lee Holdsworth is our champion at Orange Park.
Good work, buddy. You're a bloody legend.
Russell Ingall got Jamie Whincup at the line. So it was Tander from Ingall, then Whincup, Stephen and Jason Richards, Andrew Jones, Steve Owen, Max Wilson, Paul Dunbrell as the Valvoline Cummins boys celebrate. Been a long time between drinks for them. Dean Canto in there.
Webb started in 21st. Remember, this car is out of the Dick Johnson Racing stable.
Yeah, at the moment.
So they've had it all thrown at them, DJR, this weekend, but Bright is certainly coming. Youth versus experience in the rain, on the streets, as a championship battle is unfolded around them in the most extraordinary fashion. Jonathan Webb has less than 3 kilometres now to deliver a race win.
He's on it.
He'll take.
If Jason Brights has got some pace now that it's gripped up, and he's on it, a big attack. There's 3/4 of a lap remaining, and I'll tell you what, he might get here. The last 3 or 4 corners are going to be game on here. Meantime, at the other end of the racetrack, Courtney's trying to get a lap time out of that broken car in order to be classified and get a vital pile of points, which for 15 is 60 points.
And there goes Whincup, just exiting the pit lane. No wheel alignment, wheel on, gone. Horrible.
So they've just got him out there. So Courtney and Whincup have gone out there.
And 16th, if Whincup is classified, is worth 57 points.
Look at this. Look at Bright. He's coming at him.
Jason Bright has won 15 races in his career. The last was 4 years ago. Jonathan Webb's career is really only just starting. He's never won a V8 Supercar race. It's been a battle of attrition. They've had to fight off the rain. Webb's car was crunched in qualifying. And here he is, this 26-year-old with a cool head. The emotion will be bubbling over as he brings it around the final couple of turns. The rain is falling down at the Sydney Telstra 500, and that is a victory that's fallen from the heavens for Jonathan Webb.
Fantastic job. Good on him. Good on him.
Great drive.
Good work,
Well
boys.
done.
Not bad strategy there, Jeff. Glad you've been working on it.
And that makes Webb the 60th driver to win a race in the history of Australian Touring Car Championship and V8 Supercar racing.
You'll get the trophy. Hello? Oh, yeah. I'll follow my
And this looks like win number 2 in 2011 for Jack Daniels Racing and Rick Kelly. What a result.
Well, he's already won a race, as you mentioned, on the streets of Hamilton. He last won a race here at Hidden Valley in 2004. But when the door opened, Rick Kelly went straight through. Exactly. Take him when you get him. And he took that opportunity when it came knocking. Stephen Johnson second, Craig Lowndes third. Fourth goes to Lee Holdsworth. Fifth goes to Will Davison, makes up 15 spots from his starting position. Tony D'Alberto inside the top 10. Shane Van Gisbergen just moments ago had a podium waiting. He finishes 7th. Jason Bargwanna, Jamie Whincup and Steve Owen make up the 10. But Rick Kelly was always there.
Have a look at him using those tyres up. They will never get another run on a race car ever.
Well, in his words, back to the crew, he said, you take them when you get them. And another race victory for Rick Kelly, pending some pretty vigorous arguments, you'd have to say, tonight. So as you take a look at these results, remember they're provisional. Probably the easiest way to say it. But that's just heartbreaking for Mark Winterbottom. He did absolutely everything right. Nailed it in the top 10 shootout. Got the start fine, held everybody off. Was right there for 36 laps. Biggest problem, it's a 42-lap race.
He has responded now. I don't understand why it took so long. Anyway, you're getting your money's worth today, folks. Look at this. This might be the biggest moment of Chaz Mostert's career. And for Paul Morris, who's had a win here in the 12-hour, and he's done a lot of things over a long period of time. On his 22nd start, he might win this thing. It's only the second start for Mostert. These guys are going to have an unbelievable duke out in the dying moments of this race. We've got less than 6 kilometres to run. It's an unbelievable storyline. Whincup is out of fuel. He's really struggling to get this thing home. Mostert is going to throw everything he's got at it, but he's got to be a bit careful. He can't throw it in the weeds.
He was just told, use it down the hill. We've got to be able to conserve the fuel down the hill so he can go down to the chase on full speed. Look at this. This is a battle for Australia's biggest race. Whincup is conserving fuel. Mostert is totally fine.
He's in trouble. He's got to be in trouble. Can he redeem this? I very much doubt it. He's just got to find a gap now, Mostert. This is for the Bathurst 1000 victory. And Mostert tries to go around the outside at McPhillamy. There's no space there. He tries to do it at Skyline. There's no space there either. Now he's just got a hold station because it's a one-line groove down through the dipper and on the run towards the elbow. This is off the scale. Off the scale as Whincup does everything he can. He had a 3-second margin. He blocks down the inside because he can. He comes away and another whack. And Mostert goes through on the inside. This is huge in Australian motorsport. They've gone berserk at Ford Performance Racing. This kid is going to win this thing today, and so is Paul Morris.
Has not led a lap all day, Croppo. Not led a lap. Chaz Mostert is going to win with Paul Morris. Extraordinary motor race. Something you have never seen before.
We are approaching the 8th hour of the 2014 Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000. And Chaz Mostert, who's had 21 V8 supercar events and 56 previous races, is going to make a very special name in history here. He is the winner of the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000. Moffat second for James Moffat. And Nick Percat makes it onto the podium. I'm out of breath. It's an unbelievable outcome. Davison fourth, then Whincup, then Winterbottom, then the Kellys, Todd and Rick, then Coulthard, and Craig Lowndes finishes in 10th. Genuinely unbelievable, Mark Beretta. They're talking about fuel.
Fuel, they're all talking about fuel. Everyone is. So they're all 4 guys.
Yeah, so on our early maths before Larko confirmed what he could see on the sight tubes on the side of the tanks, we knew it was going to be tight. But I don't know that McLaughlin's going to get this one back. Now remember, the Tander was a race winner in Townsville earlier this year. This will be a welcome relief for him because it would have been gut-wrenching what happened to him at Mount Panorama with he and Warren Luff and the damage to the car. Now McLaughlin's got back again, but it's a little artificial because the dive and just the natural seesaw as the cars arrive and depart the corner means that the gap looks to change, but once they stabilise on the other side of the straight, it settles down again. I don't know that Scotty can get him, but he's put up a very, very good performance to try and lay a punch. Enjoyed the battle. And hasn't Tander been rock solid? He has not blinked. He looked like he was going to, but he hasn't blinked.
Well, that little slide coming onto the straight was the only little murmur. We just saw a little mistake, and it was only because he was just pressing on as hard as he possibly could. Scott couldn't capitalise, and what a great battle it's been with these two guys. The experienced man with an unbelievable young operator, Croppo.
So final turn now, car number 2, Garth Tander. Bathurst champion of years gone by. Oh, he's in trouble, he's run out of fuel! snatched it with 100 metres to go. They're gutted the whole racing team. I was setting up to talk about a victory for Tander, and so were they. And all of a sudden it coughed. And this man, the youngest man in the field, has done it for the second day running. Scott McLaughlin, Valvoline Volvo, Polestar, get the job done. Unbelievable. We thought it was done. All of a sudden, bam. Down the inside comes Scotty McLaughlin. It's his 4th victory of 2014. The second day running he's picked up a victory. Here's the replay from on board Scott. And he must have thought that Santa arrived in November. And you could see Garth trying to slosh fuel around in the collector, trying to get fuel picked up.
The safety car came out. He then had a pretty wild restart with Shane Van Gisbergen. And what a great pit stop and what a great lap to have the track position he's currently enjoying.
Potentially podium number 2 in 2016 for him. His first podium.
Just ignore fuel up. There's 1 lap to go, mate. 1 lap to go.
His first podium this year came in Adelaide in that chaotic Sunday in the wild weather down there where he picked up a 2nd place. Remember, he came off the back of Adelaide as the championship leader.
Certainly did.
There's no big controversy around this performance, though. This has been a very, very impressive run for Michael Caruso. Car number 23, Nissan Motorsport. A trip to Italy off the back of the Winton event. Doing some very important promotional work for Nissan Motorsport internationally. He's worked unbelievably hard, as have the whole team, constantly working this car, improving the chassis, continuing to refine the engine performance. He was a winner here in Darwin back in 2009. So far in his supercar career, 8 podiums. Final corner, he's still got 1.8 seconds in hand. And this is going to be a very sweet victory. Can you believe it? It's winner number 10 in 12 races for 2016. So many different drivers at the top. Well done, Michael Caruso.
Beautiful drive, Michael Caruso. Superb performance today.
Thank you, and congratulations.
And I was about...
Well deserved for us. I told you this was coming. I promised you.
The Percat's in the box seat. And Caruso is in 2nd place, and we think that Tander's in 3rd based on the fuel. I'm sure that I heard Ludo say box this lap, and that's what he's done, Lowndes, because they're trying to make sure that box is ticked.
So Nick Percat to the lead of the motor race for Lucas Dumbrell Motorsport.
He's had 1 career win in V8 Supercar competition. It was a big one with Garth Tander. He did it at Bathurst in 2011. At the moment, we think that Michael Caruso, who's sitting 4th on the road, is actually 2nd corrected when you deal with the fuel issue. But what a turnaround this would be for Dumbrell and also for SP Tools if they can pull this off.
So here he goes. He fires down the inside. Nick will have been told just to contain yourself because Coulthard is not done on the fuel drop at all, Neil. So he's going to come in. Coulthard's got to come in. So Nick Percat currently leading an extraordinary motor race. The 27-year-old from Adelaide. His dad used to work at the Holden plant. Great history in this town.
He's got margin. He doesn't need to get tangled up because even if he is racing Fabian, it'd be a strong result one way or the other. So turn 11 now, which is completely awash. He had problems yesterday when the bonnet flicked up on this car, and then they had an electrical drama. They've had some engine issues through the weekend with both the cars, but we think that Percat has done the job. He's under assault at the moment from Fabian. Crowd rises for what's been the wildest of wild days. The Clipsal 500 winner of 2016 is Nick Percat. All subject to discussion, post-race brawls, protests, appeals and argument, you can guarantee.
Wrong race, it all happened.
He started his career in Formula Ford. Look at the blokes from Lucas Dumbrell Motorsport. Barry Hay, beside themselves down there. He's been a Formula Ford winner. He's been a Bathurst winner. He was runner-up in Carrera Cup. There's the team owner, Lucas Dumbrell. Two-car effort for 2016. Big moment for him. Big moment. Loves motorsport. LeBrock, Heimgartner, Reynolds and Hazelwood. This is for a win for LeBrock for the first time in his career, and this is for a podium for the three drivers in that four that haven't hit the big time just yet.
Dave has a look down there. He got a better run off three than what Andre did, but he covered him, and now he's having a lunge down the inside. Now, what's this do for Hazelwood? Because remember, this is his favourite spot, and Dave knows it. Oh, it's a big late slide. How's the licorice strap, a wheel spin coming out of the back of that? He's giving him a little bump.
He's vulnerable. He's vulnerable. Oh, he actually cranked it sideways. This is the invitation for Hazelwood. He's down there. He gets down the inside, Todd Hazelwood. That gets him on the podium, but Reynolds has to fight hard to try and stop it. But he's actually made ground. They will be cheering at Brad Jones Racing. So he got it down the inside with about 1/3 of a lap to go. And LeBrock looks as though he survived this one. It was a big, big slide for Heimgartner coming out of turn 5. And Jack LeBrock lines it up out of the final corner after 125 kilometres of racing. Lines it up, looks at the shift lights, glimpses the mirror, and he is going to get home for his first ever victory in supercar competition.
Well on, man, well on.
Jack LeBrock, Andre Heimgartner, and brilliant drive by Todd Hazelwood.
That's good, man. Bloody hell, that was hard work at the end there, but yeah, thank you, legend. Good job. Thank you.
That's great. I love that reaction. He becomes only the 72nd driver in touring car or supercar racing history to win a race.
Here we go, we've got one to go, Mark. What a day for this man. It'll be an emotional moment for Charlie Schwerkolt if Mark Winterbottom can stitch this together. He's through one of the danger areas now. He's negotiated the tricky approach, mid-corner and exit of turn 1. And he didn't put a foot wrong, but he's only got 1/3 of a second over Brock Feeney. 2, 3 and 4, those turns negotiated. Now he gets it into turn 5 and it just bobbles a little bit on the way in there. He still holds the margin. This is another area of vulnerability up into the hairpin, and Brock has a big lunge and he gets right onto the rear bumper, and they're separated by a cigarette paper coming out of there. Mark Winterbottom is going to throw everything at this to try and convert to a very special win. Over the top of the hill now, turn 9, 10, 4 turns to go. Down the other side through the S's. He's got Feeney breathing all over the back of the rear bumper. Winterbottom must get a good clean exit, and he's done that. All he's got to do now is change gear. And this is a gigantic story. One of the senior players in supercars has converted to a very special win. Mark Winterbottom, take a bow.
What an unbelievable result. His 39th career win. His last win was 2016 in New Zealand at Pukekohe. And for that team and for this man, what a remarkable result. Well done.
So here we go. This time through on that control line right there. It is 1 lap to go. 3,220 metres of racetrack. He's got to get between all the dirt and the grot either side of the racing line and not make a misstep. Not lock a brake, not wander offline, not drop his concentration. Turn 4 and now 5 executed. No need to over-hustle it. He's got 8.9 seconds in hand. It can be a nice, gentle, easy run on this final lap. Turn 7 for the last time.
Last lap, buddy. Last lap, mate.
And he showed this pace yesterday, didn't he?
He did, and that's why I was looking forward to seeing what he could do today. It was so frustrated to get caught up in all the trouble in yesterday's race. Down to the tricky and critical turn 9 now for the last time. And out the other side, Stephen Grove can barely contain himself. They're going to wind themselves into a frenzy at Penrite Racing for this one. Gigantic investment for Stephen and Brenton Grove. Millions of dollars on the line to make it all happen.
into the final corner at the end of 78 laps for Penrite Racing. He's 21 years of age, and Matt Payne joins the list of winners in supercar racing for the Velo Adelaide 500, and a brilliant breakthrough win.
So good.
Came to this event as a supercar rookie, one of three. Feeney in second place, another brilliant Sunday drive here for him.